This is Tom Grassi, and this is 30 and 30, and you're watching Illogical Canadian.
Bonjour, mes amis. Je suis Canadien et Logique, and welcome to another week in review. Week 11. Oh, good God, week 11. I'm gonna try the best I can to go with this because I don't know where the fuck to start. Okay, it wasn't as bad in chaos as week 10 was, but in saying that, there's still fucking chaos because this is football. We all watch football because there's chaos. Okay? Let's set that fucking ground rule very clear. Right? We got it clear? Good. Because we gotta get on with this bullshit. Because there are 14 fucking games to go over. Let's just get it over with. Good fucking Lord, Washington. What was that? Look at I get you're a good team, and I know every good team has a little bit of bumps in the road. But come on, like this? I mean, look at the score wasn't bad. Niversaw was playing bad, but it just seemed like Jaden Daniels was being clamped down by that fucking Eagles defense all night long. And whenever he broke through, it seemed like the next fucking drive he would just get fucking pummeled out there. Like it's like at times he just could not get fucking anything going. Whereas Philadelphia just seemed to move the ball flawlessly. Like, okay, this is not a game of cat and mouse, Jaden. But this is a game of wit. Philadelphia walked right over the fucking Commanders in this game. There is no doubt about that at all. Saquon Barkley had himself potentially a career night, and it's all with the Eagles. Good fucking God. It's like this year just wants me to lose my fucking sanity. Washington, look it. They've lost two straight. Next week, though, you got Dallas. Surely you won't fucking fall to Dallas of all fucking teams right now. Philadelphia got the win, but at what fucking cost? Well, actually, no. Actually, there is no cost to that. It was actually free. Well, that was lucky. Pittsburgh. We're really just running back week one now because I said this in your game in week one, and I said this for the Commanders Giants in week two. You live by the field goal, you die by the field goal. Because what I saw out there, that's all you got was field goals. Your offense couldn't get a single touchdown. Your defense was at least solid and, forcing turnovers whenever possible, sure. But you got to remember, this is the Ravens. This is a really good Ravens team right now. And I don't know if you noticed, but they have Derek fucking Henry now. So this is a Ravens team like you haven't faced in a while. Like, it's just bizarre how you think beating the Ravens in this situation is so easy. It's not. Because the Ravens are good. I hope you realize that. Baltimore came in and they did what they had to do. The only reason that you won Pittsburgh was because of the fucking field goal. Okay, let me read off the list of field goals that Chris Boswell made in this game. A 32 yarder in the first quarter. A a 52 yarder and another 32 yarder in the second quarter. A 57 yarder and a 27 yarder in the third quarter. Following it up with a 50 yarder in the fourth. You live by the field goal, you die by the fucking field goal. Jesus Christ, I think I need to call the police. Because I just witnessed a fucking murder in this game. Good God. Detroit showed no fucking mercy in this game. Well, one, because Kevin Harlan was there, and two, we were promised change in the Jacksonville organization if this happened. They promised us that if the Lions beat the absolute piss out of the Jags, there would be changes coming to the Jaguars organization after the game. And the big news is, oh, no changes were made? You mean to tell me all that rally up was just a hoax? Just like the Jacksonville Jaguars playoff host this season. Boy. Yeah, I fear without Trevor Lawrence, they're so fucked. But then again, with Trevor Lawrence, they are also fucked. And it doesn't help that you just lost your second receiver on the year with an injury. You lost Gabe Davis for the rest of the year, too. So now you're down to Brian Thomas Jr. and Evan Engram. Jacksonville, if you lose week 12 and 13, well, actually, you're on bye week 12. If Denver wins out week 12 and 13, and you lose week 13, you know what happens to your playoff hopes? Officially dead. Oh yeah, and Detroit's also now 9-1 thanks to Jared Goff having a revived season. Who the fuck thought the revival was a bitch? Because apparently, for one guy, it's going pretty damn well. I'll come out and say it. I was not expecting to win this game. In fact, I know we were going to lose against the Rams. It was just only a matter of fucking time. What I didn't expect, though, was Kendrick Bourne actually doing somewhat decent. And Drake May nearly having 300 passing yards in a fucking game. Are you serious? Maybe Drake May is a good quarterback, and maybe we just need to learn how to fucking utilize him. That, or we just need to get more weapons for him. I have no fucking idea because I'm an illogical Canadian after all. Fucking Stafford played like it was his fucking prime days at Detroit. Fucking imagine this. 4 touchdown passes, just 5 yards short of 300 passing yards on a day. And this is the fucking revived Rams team that we have. Well, okay, I don't know what you expected out of this matchup. I genuinely don't know. Like, if you expected the Patriots to do anything, well, you got something at least. Like, they at least kept it close within one score, They at least had that going for them. Other than that, they really had nothing going for them in this fucking game. That's just factual. I mean, much as I love the Pats, you gotta fucking face reality sometime. And now we reached the easiest win for the New Orleans Saints since week 1. Cleveland, for as well as they played, God, they just fucking sucked. Again, it's one thing to win a good quality football game, even as a low ranked team in the year. It's another to win a game against the Browns, who are complete and utter dog shit. Look at fucking Jameis Winston. As great of a game he had, defense could not do their fucking job. Derek Carr, as good of a game he played, even though it was subpar, but it was enough for what he did. His defense held the fuck up, and they held the fuck up beautifully. I mean, other than the times like Jerry Jeudy had the ball, but we don't talk about that here. New Orleans just seemed to find their mojo for now. But then again, this is the part where I say, for now, because shit tends to change on a fucking dime with this shit. You know it, I know it, we all know it. Because this is the NFL, and that's how bullshit works around here. Hey, remember when this game was supposed to be Sunday night primetime? Yeah, me too. Well, except, no, I'm kidding. I don't fucking remember it because this game should have never been primetime in the first place. We'll get to that game in a little while. But the fact of the matter is, not a bad game. All things considered, the Jets actually played a decent game of football here. And the Colts also managed to play a decent game of football here. Beyond a reasonable shadow of a doubt. But, hey, a game's a game. And when everything clicks, it clicks. Hell, Indianapolis had to win on a fucking miracle, for God's sake. So, it's honest. I'm trying to think. Honest to God with this was a really close game between two, well, one middle of the road franchise. The other one's just basically roadkill at this fucking point. And I don't know what more you could have expected. Close game. Both teams actually tried and they put their hearts into this game. You know, good old football. That's what you wanted, right? You wanted good old football. There you go. You got good old football. I mean, it felt like this is one of the more sane games. And you know what? I love it. I'm enjoying every second of it. Take a little bit of a step back and relax, folks. This was a normal game. Wait, we had another normal game with the expected outcome? I mean, yeah, it was only by 10 points, but we had the expected outcome that everyone saw coming from a mile away. It's like the NFL's trying to do my fucking job for me. And even then, I don't do a bad job. I just do a kind of a shitty. I just do a shitty job. But in all seriousness, like this was probably the most expected game. The only thing that really floundered on both sides of the ball was the fucking run game. God, that fucking running game from both sides was awful. God awful. Straight up awful. Dog shit, even. It was bad. Really, really bad. Look at this. 39 yards from Aaron Jones, 18 from Will Levis. And that's and he was a leading rusher for the Titans that game. Well, at least it was a normal game with the normal outcome. Sure, we won't get a game in this video with an unexpected result. Now, will we? Will we? What fuck? Will we? Jesus Christ, there are so many goddamn tanks in Las Vegas. I thought they fucking outlawed it by now. Or was it Miami? I'm not sure. I mean, then again, Florida does have a tendency to fucking do every goddamn weird thing under the fucking sun. But what was also weird was the Miami Dolphins somehow coming out and basically brutalizing their fucking opponents. Oh, that fucking 126-yard game from Brock Bowers. Oh, what the fuck does that matter? The Miami Dolphins just came in and they absolutely slaughtered the Raiders. Like everything was cooking. Hell, they had a 100-yard receiver that wasn't one of their top two guys. Instead, it was a fucking former Patriot deciding that now he wanted to do something worse shit. The more things try to make sense, the more they don't. Miami may have won this game and convincingly too, but they still got a long road ahead to trying to get themselves back into playoff contention. It's not impossible like the Raiders is at this point, but let's just say it's a bit of a steeper hill to climb. I mean, yeah, they're 4-6 now, but time will tell. Oh, why am I not talking about the Raiders? What the fuck is there to talk about them? They suck. Fucking kill it, fire. Okay, wait. Stop me if you heard this before. The Bears have a somewhat respectable start against the Packers. And then as the game goes on, the Bears look like they're going to have it against the Packers. Only for the Packers to come back. And then the Bears on the last drive decide maybe it's time to try to take points. Only for something completely fucking stupid to happen that cost them the game and the Packers win. What was the stupid fucking event that happened this time? Why, it was nothing ordinary. Just a blocked field goal at the end of the fucking game to give the Packers the win. Yeah, I still remember when Bears fans like, this is our year. We're gonna beat the Packers. We're gonna beat the Packers on our own soil. This is gonna be fucking great. Everything's looking fucking dandy now. I'm excited for this, and it got shot to shit. It fucking got ruined 6 ways to fucking Sunday. This was bad. This was awful. This was straight up dog shit. Fucking hell. What? Chicago is just pain. That's all Chicago is. And that's all that Chicago knows is straight, pure pain. I didn't realize you take a fucking trip down memory lane to Super Bowl 34 because that's what the fuck it seemed like. The Broncos of old coming in to take on the Falcons and they get their fucking dicks kicked in. The Broncos fucking slaughtered them. Okay, raise your hand if you didn't see this coming. Hmm, I see no hands. Oh, I thought we no, thought we had one. No, okay. Well, that just proves that Atlanta's starting to choke away another season. Wait, Atlanta, you're 6-5 now. Weren't you just 6-3 a couple weeks ago? Mom, the Falcons have blown another season away. Yes, they had a promising start to the year, but now it's starting to look like complete another dog shit. Get the fucking choker kit because these guys are choking it again. Did anyone see this coming at all? Because this is just starting to become typical Falcons. And that's sad. But then again, it's the Falcons. It never ceases to fucking amaze me. Choking is all they know, and all they know is choking. Okay, I gotta try to decipher a little bit. Okay, the NFC West is just a fucking chaos division this year. Every fucking team is at 500 or above. And the Cardinals weren't even playing this week. The Cardinals didn't even play this week. And every team is above 500 this year in the NFC fucking West. What the fuck is happening with this goddamn division? Oh, like it was like a couple years ago that this division was like a kind of like the little laughable division. Maybe you had the Niners and Rams kind of take turns on see who was better. But come on now, this is ridiculous. After week 11, every team has a legitimate shot to make the playoffs. May not be the best scenario, but it's looking more and more likely as each week passes. This is fucking dumb. And the worst part about it is the fucking Cardinals are still leading the division. I know San Francisco was dealing with injury issues, but come on now. Surely they can't get any worse than no. And Brock Purdy injured his shoulder and has already been ruled out for week 12 against Green Bay. And so has Nick Bosa. Oh God, this is bad. Niners enjoy going 5-6, 5-6 next week because that's exactly what's gonna happen when you face Green Bay. There's not enough alcohol in the world to cure San Francisco's pain. All the injuries are starting to pile up and it's not looking good. For as close as this game was, I think now we can I think we don't just take a nice sigh of relief. Just why don't we want to just take a second, take a nice sigh of relief. Because the Chiefs are undefeated no more. Ah, this is better now. What I'm imitating is the 1972 Dolphins because they are still the only team to have an undefeated season through and fucking through. And you know who's laughing to the bank right now? The 1972 Miami Dolphins. 1972 lives on for a whole nother year, and nobody feels bad. Kansas City was bound to lose at some point, and the mistakes were going to start to catch up with Patrick Mahomes again at some point. And now it finally has. The mistakes caught up, and it cost the Chiefs, especially at the most crucial point of the game with just a little over a minute left. Game sealing interception that did it. The Bills are the first team to beat the Chiefs this year. Maybe there is a God after all. Thank God it's not a Chiefs fan. Nope. Nope. I'm not doing this here. I'm not fucking doing this here. No. There was so much stupid bullshit in this game. I can't. Fine, I'll make another goddamn shit show video. God, as if one wasn't already in the fucking works for week 10. I gotta make a second one for this one. Fuck. The Texan Civil War. The one time a year where the two teams from Texas get to try to beat the shit out of one another in the hopes of trying to secure supremacy in the state. Only except that Dallas wasn't looking really competitive at all. As good of a game Cooper Rush had, his defense was just straight ass. Straight ass. While Dallas could move the ball, they couldn't score. And when Houston moved the ball, they could score. And they did score. Joe Mixon did 3 times. It was bad. That game was just was a one-sided shit fest. And do you know who feels bad for Cowboys fans right now? Absolutely fucking nobody. You wanted to go all in this year? All in my fucking ass, because that was not all in. You know what that was? That was basically you waving a white flag and saying, I surrender. What you should have done at some point during the fourth quarter to fucking spare yourselves the humility of this fucking game. But then again, how about them boys? Yeah, and that's it for this week. 12 p.m. today, noon. Actually 11:45 a.m. on the East Coast. I'm taking over Red's channel for Extreme featuring college football. Yes, I know I'm doing a college football stream. I haven't done that in about a year. But I'll be on Red's channel hosting his stream for Indiana and Ohio State. Number 2 and number 5 in the country. That should be a great game. Week 10's Ultimate Shake Show will be out either today or tomorrow. And week 11's will probably be sometime like earlier to the middle part of next week. I have no idea. You just have to bear with me, folks. I'm trying the best I can. But now we're starting to get into a very hectic time. Playoffs. We're only a few weeks away, folks. You know the drill. Don't get eliminated. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, if you did, leave a like. Comment down below what else you guys want to see on the channel. Subscribe and join the Logical Nation. And share it with your friends. It'd be great if you did. But until next time, je suis Canadien et logique. Bonne nuit et au revoir.